It's just Bruce. He don't bite. Hello.
Hey, how you guys doing? It's me again. It's been a while. I know I'm a horrible YouTuber, bad YouTuber. I just haven't had the time. If you've been watching my videos and stuff, I went back to work, and it got me thinking about a lot of stuff. The past 2 years have been this COVID thing, and I've been pretty much just hibernating. And if you watched any of my earlier videos, you see, looking back at my videos, I see I was having a really hard time with it, with being out of work and on COVID and everything like that, So I'm going to give you a little brief history of exactly what happened, and maybe it might help a few people that suffer with depression and stuff like I do, which I talk about once in a while. I don't deny it, but I miss doing these videos. I just don't have the time right now, and because right now I'm in the middle of selling my entire Star Wars collection. I got a lot of it's gone. I got a lot more to go, and it's been very time consuming at the eBay and auctions and everything, packing mail and everything, and working full time, and even taking care of my eBay page has become a struggle. So I actually went from 151 items on my eBay page, my eBay store, down to about 48 items of stuff I know I can get done in a timely fashion, with me working. So that's why I haven't been around. And I'm sorry, I'm sure there's a few of you guys out there that actually like me and might miss me. But I said in the last video, I think I should have watched it before I did today's. I think I said in the last one, I want to gear this channel more toward my cooking, which I do plan on doing eventually here when I get things, when the smoke clears, let's say. But anyway, today what I want to talk about is I had COVID back in March of 2020, right when it first came out. And so I got 2 weeks off of work. I was working at Walmart at the time. I was working back in the Tire Lube Express Center, of all things. I know, career chef, what am I doing in Walmart? Well, I'm the kind of guy that I will try anything once, and I like to learn. And I'd retired from cooking 6 years ago. And at this point, this was right after I retired from cooking 6 years ago. Then I started working at Walmart because I want to learn something new. And I did overall enjoy the job. But I ended up, I got COVID back in 2020, March 2020. I remember it was St. Patrick's Day because I couldn't go out that night. Me and my wife just stayed home dressed up in green and drank beer. It was fun, actually. So anyway, I got better. I got over it. I got through it, no problem. Well, I'm not going to say no problem. It sucked, but I got through it. I went back to work about 2 weeks later, and I go back in, and they're doing everything. That's when the masks first came out, and they were taking our temperatures at the door before we were allowed to work. And, I'm sure everybody remembers because y'all were there too. Anyway, I couldn't deal with the people and everything. People yelling and screaming about the masks and fighting each other, arguing, not to mention regular retail sucks anyway. And I just couldn't take it. So I ended up quitting up there. And that was in April of 2020, I guess. And I had the eBay store up and running by then anyway. It had been running for about 3 years. So I decided just to go ahead and concentrate on that. And I did. And it worked good for 2 years. It did. 2020, 2021. I made about $32,000 in 2021. It's not a lot, but it was enough to keep me at home because I didn't have to drive anywhere. I didn't have any overhead. So I did that. And it's all legal, so you can't sit there and try and turn me in because it was all legal and I paid my taxes and everything on that before anybody writes in the comments because I know how people are. So I did that, and in 2021, I started realizing that do I really want to do this forever? And, I'm sitting in the basement all this time. Gave me a lot of time to think. That's when I started doing more YouTube videos. And if you see some of the videos, you see they're pretty strange. You can kind of tell I was bored or depressed or whatever. I mean, this is me being normal right now. So just to give you a baseline idea of what I'm actually like. And I decided it I made a New Year's resolution just to myself. I didn't tell anybody. But me personally, I wasn't happy with myself last year. I think it showed in a few of my videos too. I did a COVID makeover video. I started putting minoxidil in my hair because I lost my hair basically. And I did a video about that. As you can see, it's a year later, or it's 8 months later. All my hair came back. I mean, I can't believe it. When my hair started coming back, I realized, I could do better. I can do better. I want to look nicer for my wife. So I lost some weight. I'm still in the process of losing weight and down quite a few pounds than I was because working now in the kitchen, I'm sweating and I'm running around. But, during that 2 years, it gave me a lot of time to think and reflect. And, I even did a video about depression, and there's people out there. It was tough for a lot of people that couldn't go to work. And I always want people to know that if anybody, I tell my friends and people that I know, a lot of my friends suffer from depression and anxiety. I always tell them, hey, don't feel bad. Well, it's the worst thing you could tell someone who's depressed is don't feel bad. But what I mean to say is don't feel bad about wanting to talk to somebody or letting somebody, hey, I'm just having a bad day. My anxiety's through the roof. I'm depressed. And especially if you don't know why you're depressed, that's the worst time. Because if you don't know, how can you fix it? Like, let's say, my dog passed away a couple years ago. Of course I was depressed. I was sad, but I had a reason. And that's why I was sad, because I missed my doggie. That's easier to deal with than, hello, I keep getting text messages every time I do a movie or a video. Oh, where was I? Okay, your dog passes away, you're sad, you get depressed. That's completely normal, and it's completely easy to deal with, because you have a reason why you're depressed. Well, if you get depression just for the sake of getting depression, you don't have a reason. So you can't tell yourself, oh, I just feel bad because, my dog passed away and, deal with those feelings and move on. When you're depressed for no reason, there is no reason. So you don't know why you're depressed, which makes you even more depressed. So most of my friends know how I get, and a lot of my friends are the same way. So we just basically have it down to, like, case in point, my wife. If I have a bad day, because I'm just depressed. And she, after 12 years of marriage, she understands now. I just have to say, I'm just having a bad day. Just, leave me be. And that's it. And if I want to talk, she's there. So that's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I did those toys for 2 years. I'm still doing them. I just cut my store down. And I just decided that that's, I want to get more. And my old cooking job that actually made me retire, I quit there once 6 years ago. And that's when I decided I told myself I wasn't going to cook anymore because it was, I'm not going to badmouth the place. But it really wasn't a place. It was one guy. It was one guy that just made me decide to quit. But anyway, without talking shit about him, for the 6 years I wasn't working there, the guy charged a couple people there always kept saying they wanted me to come back. They wanted me to come back. They wanted me to come back. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Going to try new things because that's me. I always try new things. And I won't work in a place if I'm not happy doing my work. I have to enjoy what I'm doing. Otherwise, it just becomes a menial job that makes me just go crazy. So, anyway, 6 years later, back here in March of 2022, the guy and the chef there asked me if I wanted to come back, and they talked me into it. And I figured, well, it is time to wind down this eBay store. For those of you not from Pennsylvania, wind down means to start ending it or taper off. A lot of people don't know what that means. So I decided I was going to turn down the eBay store a little bit and go back to work and see if I liked it. I was having physical problems too. I got a bad shoulder, which is one of the reasons I quit Walmart because I couldn't lift the tires anymore. And arthritis in my knees, my ankles, and both my elbows and my hands. Some days was really, really bad. And I would wake up like an old man. It'd take me an hour to get everything working again. And it sounds dumb, but I was in pain all the time, and it wasn't fun. So I said, okay, I'll come back part-time for the reasons I just stated to see if I can get through a work day. Because I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to. And the first weekend I worked, yeah, it was bad. I was in a lot of pain, and so I decided to do something about it. I mean, I can't pop Advil like M&M's the rest of my life. So I actually asked on Facebook. I got all these joint pains all the time. And you see on TV all these commercials about joint pain. Take this, take this, take this. And, oh, I feel great. I feel great. I didn't know which one to take. So I asked on Facebook. And an old classmate of mine, same age as me, had the same problem. He told me, try this. And I'm not going to, this isn't a commercial. I'm not even going to tell you what it was. But it was a joint supplement that I could buy at Walmart. And I didn't think much of it. I'm like, well, what do I got to lose? I started taking it. Next thing you know, all the joint pain went away. My elbows are fine. My hands are better. My knees walking around, that was the number one thing. My knees, back, and my ankles all feel better. And I can now work an 8-hour day again. Plus, I lost a little weight in the past 2 months, which is awesome. So I'm feeling great. And now I'm going full-time starting next week. I've been part-time all this time, just like 20, 30 hours a week, I think. But now I'm going to go full-time in the kitchen, being a chef again, which is something I really love to do. So where do I want to go with my channel? I have notes down here a little bit so I don't forget some of the stuff I wanted to talk about. Where is my channel going to go? Well, I said in the last video I'd like to do more cooking videos. And maybe a few like this where I can just talk to people if people are interested. If not, hey, I can always look back a year from now and kind of like a video diary thing, and this is how I felt, because I did watch the first COVID video I made in 2020, and I was like, wow, I was a mess. I was a mess, and I don't deny it. And maybe a year from now I can look back and see the difference between me and today and me then, or yeah. So anyway, where do I want the channel to go? I'm gonna make it go to food videos, I think. I don't do enough resin work anymore to justify having a video channel. Everything I do is redundant, and I wanted to teach new people my ways of doing things, cheaper ways to do it, so they can, get a start and learn how to do it themselves. And I wish them all good luck. And who knows? If I come up with something new, I will do another resin video. But I don't see that happening in the near future. I pretty much told you everything I've learned. I don't think I know anything else that I haven't put on these videos. So you won't see very many of those unless I make something really spectacular, which I don't see that in the near future either. So yeah, I want to go to the cooking videos, teach you how to cook some good food, restaurant food you can cook at home, basically. And they're not my most popular videos, but I still want to do it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Maybe a few videos like this where I just talk about normal stuff or abnormal stuff. I'm not sure how long I've been talking here. Like I said, I had a few points listed here, stuff I did want to talk about. This video is pretty much not about nothing. It's just about how I wanted to make more of a point about the whole COVID period for those 2 years, how my mindset worked and how I decided to change myself and be a better person. I mean, not only just on the outside, I'm trying to be a better person to everybody. I'm trying to have a more positive outlook, help people out more. The problem I had at that restaurant that I went back to, the person I had a problem with is still there, but we're working together this time because that was one of the conditions I went back. I said, look, if we got to work together, we got to work together. And that's just about it, I don't see him going anywhere soon. That's okay. So basically, he has his days, I have my days. I'm in control of what I cook, he's in control of what he cooks. And a couple of days we team up, like in the really busy days, like Friday nights are really busy, so it's both me and him in the kitchen, and we team up, and so far it's been okay. Mother's Day is coming. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. We're going to be really busy on Mother's Day. We're not usually open on Sundays, but this Mother's Day we will be open. It'll be me and him working together. Looking forward to it. I like high volume. Keeps us busy, and I like, the best feeling is when you're cooking in a high volume place is at the end of the dinner rush when you're done and all the tickets are done, and you're like, we did it. We made it through. Maybe that sounds dumb. I mean, sure, I love to create food, but I don't know, seeing the look of satisfaction on people's faces after you cook it, and then they come back and they tell you they like it, or you walk through the restaurant and everybody's like, oh, this food's terrific, especially if it's something I made completely myself. It just makes you feel good. I mean, everybody wants to hear a good job once in a while, and I think that's something that when I was working at Walmart, I use it as an example because it's perfectly true. You do a good job at Walmart, you very, very seldom get told so, but they're right there to jump down your throat if you do something wrong. And that's why I said always, don't work at a job that doesn't make you happy. If you're not happy at your job, find a new one. Quit. I mean, don't just get mad and walk out if you had nothing else, no place else to go to. But find another job and quit. They're out there. Plenty of places are hiring. Plenty of places will treat you better than how you're being treated. Because if you're not happy, you're probably not being treated right. I've done it. I have no problem doing it. Half your life you spend working, so you may as well enjoy it. Find something you enjoy. Now, I'm not saying if you're a brain surgeon, you can just walk out of being a brain surgeon and go be a box boy somewhere at a grocery store. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about working class people like us. I'm a chef. I can cook in any restaurant that'll hire me. So if I wasn't happy in one restaurant, I still wanted to cook, I'd go to another restaurant. I did that for years. I've cooked all over the United States. Same principle. Worked for so long, whenever I wasn't happy, then I'd either move on. I moved a couple times throughout the country. And it was always the same thing. If, I'd work for a while, and if it wasn't working out, or if I didn't enjoy it, I would go find something else. Or I would fix the situation where I was to make sure I was happy, because you got to enjoy your job. I think I made that point enough. Enjoy what you do. If you're working for a crappy corporation that treats you like a number, plays favorites, and there's little cliques that they never want to involve you in, and they always get the benefits, and you end up working twice as hard to get half as far, quit your job. Find something else. Well, find something else, then quit your job. You don't want to go broke. So that's it. I don't know what I'm going to call this video yet. I think I'm going to call it like something like, I don't know, make yourself happy, or I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry I haven't been doing a lot of videos, but I'm not the most popular guy on the internet anyway. I haven't even seen how many subscribers I have or lost over the past month or two since I haven't been doing a video. I'm going to check before I post this. So anyway, y'all take care. Have a happy Mother's Day, and I will see you as soon as I get the time to do a proper video. I just wanted to say hello. So thanks for watching this far if you did. I'll catch you next time.